who has studied Amazon and or Google probably knows the name Steve Yegge. He notoriously gave the world an inside account of the famous Jeff Bezos' "thou shalt communicate only by APIs" memo. This accidental public post led him to being on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. I finally got to meet him a couple of weeks ago, and he is as hilarious, irreverent, and as brilliant as you might expect. But we shared some stories on how AI is affecting work. And one particular theme emerged. AI seems to disproportionately help senior people in their careers, regardless of profession. And this has some very real and consequential impacts on junior people in so many professions, including software. One of the outcomes of that conversation was another epic Yegge post called "The Death of the Junior Developer," based on what his observations helping build a coding assistant at Sourcegraph. I'm so excited that he'll be sharing not only what he's learned, but his perspectives on why he thinks Gen AI is so important. Here's Steve.
Is my mic on? All right. All right. Hey, thanks for the kind words, Gene. It's good to be back on stage. I haven't been on stage in 15 years. And it'll probably be another 15 years before I get invited back, because I'm going to say something that's going to get me in trouble. And I just finished my slides an hour ago. It's also great to be back in the industry after a little hiatus during COVID. If you look at this gold box here, this represents 30 years of my career. And during that 30 years, those 4 companies, they all built their own software. They didn't buy. Yeah, probably most of you work for companies like that too. They make procurement really hard. Yeah, and they like to build their own stuff because it scales or for whatever reason. And so when I went to Sourcegraph, I went into SaaS. And I was like, oh no, this is gonna be terrible, right? I gotta sell software. But it turns out to be absolutely amazing. Okay, why? Because I get to go into all of your houses. I mean, not your literal houses, thank God, but your places of business. And I get to see your architecture and your hopes and your dreams and your ambitions and your problems, and you all open up to me, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, I'm basically like the cable guy. Yeah, just going house to house. I even get barked at by security and legal teams. But it's really, really, really cool because people, they kind of open up to their